Hands.
We
We're not
could.
going to, but we could.
We could talk about anything actually.
Welcome to Table Talk, everybody. Number 83.
Oh, hey.
I am Mo Lightning, and to my left, the one and only Lindsay. Hello, Lindsay.
Hi. Well, hello.
How are you doing
guys?
today?
Oh, doing great. Doing great. How are you guys doing?
Below us, we have probably one of the most successful co-tag team champions of all time. We were literally just talking about this off the air. Dvon Dudley. Hello there, sir.
How you doing? I thought you said, when you said below me, I thought you said below me. I was like, what? That's what it sounded like at first. I was like,
what a way to start
the
show off.
I could trash talk from here because I'm many miles away.
I mean, because, the dirt sheets already think I'm gay, and they put it out there. They get angry people that are gay actually getting mad at me, so.
Sebastian says, my favorite trio. Been looking forward to this one. I want to know which trio he's talking about. Where are they at?
Right
trio of what?
Yeah, trio of jackasses. Probably.
right in front of him.
Sebastian, we do appreciate it. So hopefully Lashley will be joining us in progress. A little bit of technical difficulties, unfortunately. Seems to be a theme lately on this show. So hopefully he's able to join us. The almighty WWE champion. And does it irk you? Does it grind your gears, Dvon, that you were never WWE world champion?
No, it doesn't bother me at all. I mean, you got to think about it. To be one of the greatest tag teams in the history of this business, next to the British Bulldogs, next to the Hart Foundation, the Midnight Express, the Rock and Roll Express, the Fabulous Ones. I mean, the list goes on and on. Doc and Gordy, and of course, the Legion of Doom. To be put in those categories, man, listen, I'm happy. Like we had a conversation before. I'm not going to say we are the Chicago Bulls because there have been many that came before us and done phenomenal jobs. But I definitely will say we are the Detroit Pistons of the tag team. We will beat you up and take the championship.
I'm proud to have been able to help you give you that comparison there a couple weeks ago on the show.
I love it because that's what I've been rolling with the whole time. People ask me, I go, no, LOD, the Chicago Bulls. We're the Detroit Pistons. We kick your ass.
The bad boys. The bad boys.
The bad
sure.
boys.
I like that. All right. So, you got the Celtics and the Lakers from the 80s. Who do you think those guys are then?
Well, the Celtics and the Lakers. So, let me see. I'm going to say this. The Hardys would have to be the Lakers. Flashy, the diving and all of that. And I'm going to say the Celtics is Edge and Christian.
Okay, all right.
Because the Celtics, if you remember back in the 80s, man, everybody hated the Celtics because they was just so damn good shooting three-pointers and winning championships. And they just always wanted to beat up the Celtics. I think that's the same way with Edge and Christian. I remember when we were having the TLC matches every single time. The Dudleys and the Hardys never won a TLC match, just for the record. Yeah. But we created history. But the great thing about it was every time Edge and Christian would go up to the ladder and go to retrieve the titles, you would hear this boo, boo. And it was great. And when they finally grabbed the titles, it was like an eruption of boos. It was great. It was funny. Edge loved it. He goes, I love it. Edge is screaming down there, looking at me. He goes, Dvon, F them. They don't have to like us, but we're the champions. And I went, F you, I just lost my title. Because we always went into the TLC matches with the titles, but we never came out with them. So,
Yeah.
I mean, would it have been nice for me to have I had my singles run with the television title in TNA, which was great. But no, I never got a chance to fight for the world title, and that's okay. I mean, listen, it wasn't in God's plans. If it was, then I would have been. But apparently that wasn't my road, and I've accepted that, and I'm okay with that. Most wrestlers can't. Most wrestlers feel they got to come back and accomplish something. I don't feel that way. I'm
Royal
actually
Rumble
good.
2022. You
That's
win.
The only.
Get your title
I don't know
shot.
about. No.
Yeah.
let me tell you
Coming
why.
at number 1 and go all the way.
If you win the Royal Rumble, that means there's more matches to follow, which I don't want. I don't want. I'll just be happy with just doing what I'm doing right now.
I would love if you actually got announced, or even if not, they do the betting, the bookings for the different wrestling events now. And so they have the odds makers create a list of who has the biggest chance of winning the Rumble. I would love to see Dvon Dudley's name somewhere on that list.
Yeah.
Listen, if
That'd
it
be pretty
was,
cool.
I would be like the Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson.
All right.
The odds would be so against me. But and if anybody did bet on me and Vince did give it to me to win, that'd be a rich man. Because nobody would believe it.
I would put a few bucks down just in case. Just in case.
Yeah,
you know,
fine.
like
Sure.
50,000 to 1 odds Dvon Dudley wins the Rumble. I'm putting a 5 on that at least.
There you
You
go.
know?
But I don't think
I
Vince
mean-
wants. I think Vince. I know he's going with this youth movement. He don't want an old man like me to be in there. So I've accepted that, and it is what it is. Listen, like I told Bubba when we first came back, I wasn't trying to look to win titles. I wasn't trying to relive the Attitude Era. I just wanted to have fun, which is what I did, and to help the younger talent out, which I felt we did. Kalisto at the time, Lucha House Party, the New Day definitely. We had very good matches, the Usos and so forth and so on. So I'm happy with what I've accomplished, and no, it wasn't a world title, but that's okay. At least I can say I was somebody and not just a nobody. So, hey.
That's good.
And you got to think about it. Dvon get the tables and testify will always be synonymous with pro wrestling.
Well, I mean, to an extent, yeah. When I think of Testify, I think of the Rage Against the Machine song first, and then I think of Dvon.
Hey, I'll take a second seat to the Rage. That's
That's
okay.
so funny.
No, actually,
okay.
when I was on the radio, that was a song that was in a regular rotation, like a medium rotation. So every single time I would go into that song or come out of that song for the radio station, I would always mention Table Talk and Oh My Brother Testifies. So
That's pretty
Well,
cool.
the thing about it is, at least you didn't wind up hating the song after hearing it so many times. Taylor used to work at Party City when she was younger, and she actually used to hear Tears for Fear all the time, Shout, and there was another great hit that they had, and she said that every time it come on the radio when we were driving, I hate that song. I was like, why? I was like, this is a great song. They played it over and over again, and she was there. So she worked there a lot.
I get it.
Yeah.
Get it. I
Yeah.
mean, there's bands and artists that I respect to no end, like Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Nirvana. Love those bands, revolutionary bands in the rock world. But some of those songs that they've put out, I've heard every single day of my life for 30 plus years now. I'm okay never hearing Jeremy or Alive, Even Flow ever again.
Do you remember the I guess you'd call them R&B band, Color Me Bad?
Oh yeah.
They had that song, I Want to Sex You Up. I'll never forget it. It was so big in the early 90s, so big. Every radio station was playing it. Even rock stations were playing it. That song was so over. And I remember going to a club one night. Wait, what did I say?
Don't stop
I get
believing.
that.
Makes them want to drive off a cliff.
I get that. I get that.
I don't get it.
You don't feel that way?
No.
He doesn't believe in that.
No.
Don't stop.
No, but I was in a club, and all of a sudden that song, the DJ played the song, and then all of a sudden he stopped it right within 30 seconds coming in. He goes, "We ain't listening to this shit no more." And he threw it out. I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "I guess I wasn't the only one listening to it every day, every hour, every second."
All right. Well, Lindsay, what about you? What's a song that you can't stand listening to?
Gosh,
While she's thinking about it,
don't
anybody that's
know.
watching this, streaming this, either live or on demand, if you have a song like Byron there that makes you want to drive off a cliff,
Yeah.
let us know.
I've been thinking, but I do have a story. I was in the car with my daughter the other day, and she's like, "Mom, I got to listen to the song." She's like, "I don't know if you've heard it." And she puts it on the phone, puts it on speakers, and it's Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. And she knows all the words, singing it. I'm just like, who are you? You're
She getting into grunge?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I gotta maybe keep an extra eye on her.
Does she like Post Malone?
Not really.
Okay. Because Nirvana actually saw a little bit of a spike in sales because last year Post Malone did an acoustic Nirvana only charity concert.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Did not know that. Okay. Go
Yeah,
Post.
when are we going to get a Dvon Dudley concert? We've talked about those drums before.
That's right. We didn't even get when we were down there.
Yeah.
We did not see any drums.
Yeah, well, Talia and Amaya ran the show when you guys were here.
This is true.
Yeah, so you
It
didn't
was
want to
not on the
upset
schedule.
them.
Yeah.
No, wasn't on the schedule at all. But I don't know. I mean, I was talking to the
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
The people that I used to play with before my stroke. He was like, "We got to get together," and I was like, "Yeah, we need to get together." And I came up here, and I remember I was like, "You know what? Nobody was home." I was like, "Let me see how it is," because I lost a lot on my left side, and so I was like, "Let me see," and I started gaining it back through therapy and then my trainer at the gym. So I'm back to really almost 98%, but. I'd say about a month ago, I went back on the drums to try to play it, and it was just like, man, I was so off. Songs that I knew from the back of my head was off. I was like, I got to practice again.
You
Didn't
do.
have any rhythm.
Yeah, but the
Sorry,
drummer
man. You
from-
lost your rhythm?
Yeah.
That stroke took a lot out of me. I didn't realize how bad it was.
You'll be
God.
fine. Even if you don't get the full motion and sensation back in your left arm, the drummer from Def Leppard's only got one arm.
Oh, that's
And
true.
I remember when I was learning the drums and I found out about him, I remember Pour Some Sugar on Me. They showed him a lot in that video. And I remember trying to do the same thing he was doing. It was great.
Well, I think you should try.
I'm going to try. No, we're going to do it again. He goes, we need to rock again. I was like, no, absolutely. I want to do Thunder Kiss by Zombie. Rob
Wow,
Zombie.
Thunder Kiss 65 by White
Yes.
Zombie? Wow.
Yes.
Ah.
Because before the
Color
stroke,
me impressed, my friend.
yeah, before the stroke, we started doing it. He just had to learn the riff, but I had the drums all patting down. I was ready to go. And some more Iron Maiden, The Trooper,
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Revelations.
These choices are scaring Lindsay, by the way.
I'm just pretending like I know exactly what he's talking about.
I mean,
I do that a lot on this show. I don't know if you've noticed.
What? No.
No, not Lindsay. Yeah, we got some cool songs that's coming up that we're gonna put on Instagram and all of that. And I can see if I can get these guys here. The only difference is the sound. You may not hear it like you should because I'm going on these, so you can't have just these. I don't know. We have to have a whole big setup.
Yep.
Yeah.
You need a whole setup.
Do you have a band name?
Actually, no. Oh, Taylor's got one for me.
Okay.
Dvon's little band buddies. I'm like, why is that?
I love it.
Yeah, why is gotta be Dvon's little band buddies? Like I'm like a little kid trying to, play music.
Oh, they're just up there playing their
I don't know
drums.
how many people are in your band.
There's only 3 of us.
Okay, so Dvon Dudley and the white person too. Okay. That's
No, there's 2.
That's actually pretty good.
I'm the only black guy on the
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's only
yeah.
3
that's
of
what I'm
us,
thinking. Yeah.
I like that.
All right. So do you have like a tour manager? Do you have roadies? Come on, man. You need to think big.
No, I ain't trying to be like Chris Jericho and create a band like Fozzy. I'm not. Listen, no, Chris does great doing that, but not everybody can be Chris Jericho. Not everybody can be Chris
How
Jericho.
about Third
and go
Guy
out there.
Black?
Oh, I like that.
How about Third Guy Black? Yeah, no, Byron. And by the way, Byron, Pittsburgh still sucks. And so does my Jets. So I can't complain. We were just saying the Jets ain't been good since Namath in 68, and I wasn't even born.
I totally.
I asked God. I said, can you please let me be alive to see the Jets win a championship? That's all I want. I remember when before LeBron came back, Cleveland was on this like forever losing streak. Didn't win a championship for years. And this old lady, she was like, all I want to do is see the Cavaliers win a championship for the first time, I think, in NBA history. And sure enough, she got a wish. I want that to be my wish.
Damn it! I was hoping maybe the higher power got confused and gave you a championship through the Winnipeg Jets hockey team, but they've never won a Stanley Cup either. So never mind.
Forget that.
Never
Somehow,
mind that.
I wish I was in 68 to see the excitement of the New York Jets winning. That was when they played at Shea Stadium.
Yeah.
Byron, you're so funny.
Trust me. If, I can turn the water into wine very easily. Trust me.
Because I do need a refill.
All right. And it's there.
And I mean, and if we don't get,
It looks real watery. I don't know.
if we don't
Really
get
good wine.
the almighty Bobby Lashley on the show, we're all gonna need
Yeah.
something.
This looks like boxed wine. I need like a better vintage. Come on.
We need a
good.
sponsor. Actually, we need like a wine sponsor for Lindsay to be able to keep up with all the sports ball talk.
Absolutely. I am happy to share my thoughts and wine. Just drink it all the time. I will drink all the wine.
Well, Lindsay
I can
did
get a sponsor.
Lindsay did surprise you a little bit. You told me about something she said earlier.
What I say?
Sports related wise.
Oh yeah, that she knew. We were talking off the air. She knows what Deflategate is.
I do.
And here, how about this? I didn't know. I had no clue.
What is
Wait
going
a
on in
minute.
this world?
What is this even real life? Janine can always sponsor me, and she does provide lots of wine. So I think this is.
I didn't know if that meant a wine sponsor or sponsor you for AA. I wasn't quite sure.
I mean, either one will probably work, but hopefully it's the wine.
All right. That's fair. That's fair. Anybody just tuning in, we're hoping that the technical issues with Lashley get figured out here. With that said, we do have a couple other things that we want to talk about. Do we want to stick with the sports ball stuff? Because I know that there's a lawsuit out there, Dvon, that's irking you.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's talk about it. I'll pretend like I know what you guys are talking about.
All right. Well, I think you do. It's Kobe Bryant's widow, Vanessa Bryant.
Mhm.
And I'm going to look it up right now. I'm going to be like Mo and take my attention off the screen and try to find it.
Oh, cool.
I can't.
I'll be on my phone too.
I can't do it as fast as Mo. But Vanessa's mother, again, this is the widow of Kobe Bryant. Vanessa's mother was actually suing Vanessa, stating that she threw her out of her house, took her car away from her, and didn't pay her rent. And she should be compensated for watching her grandkids. And I think Vanessa, put it best in there. She says she did what a grandmother would do if you asked her. She watched her grandkids. And it wasn't like she was watching all day long. She was watching, an hour or two, maybe 3. She was like, but to sit there and to really, really say that we owe her money. I mean, come on. You waited to Kobe to die before you came after your daughter? Really?
Was there money? No, was there money involved that she wanted some of it, or I don't know.
Yes,
really
yes.
anything. Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't want to say wrong. I think she was suing for $5 million.
Seems.
And again, yeah.
I
and
think so.
And my thing is this, this woman just lost her husband and her daughter. Are you really going to put your daughter through this? What type of mother are you?
Only been a year too. It's not like it's been.
Yeah.
And listen, there's 2 sides to every story. So apparently, Vanessa's mom is not talking. And I think everybody's bashing her on social media, which a lot of times, 9 out of 10, we would say rightfully so. But still, I mean, I'm sure there's her version of the story as well. But still, come on. When it gets to it, that's the problem with family. You make money, you're on TV or what have you. The family member thinks that they deserve the spotlight as well. And, a lot of mother-in-laws are like that too. So I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, you even got co-hosts.
Money and death are the 2 things that.
I mean, Dvon, whenever you make money, I mean, you really should share it with us.
I mean, we do have a right to that money.
Nothing.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
No, my phone just went out.
What's that? Huh? I can't hear you. I'm like, we don't know if he would be as, I guess, influential as a WWE Hall of Famer without us, without Lindsay and I.
Oh, especially.
I mean,
me.
you'd be here. We took you to here on this
I
show.
know.
So,
you're welcome.
I think, you're welcome. And I'm going to take you to court.
Oh, so
and
it can't
going
be,
to.
Listen, it can't be any different than the woman who's suing McDonald's because she saw an advertisement for the franchise, and now she's suing because it made her eat meat on Lent Day. Really? Seriously?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I wish I would have thought of that. What a great lawsuit. What
Real
a new
life.
way to do the hot coffee lawsuit.
Wow.
I feel so sorry
man.
for McDonald's because this is not the first lawsuit that's been outrageous with them. These 2 or 3 women who were massively overweight sued McDonald's because
Their food was too good?
the food was too good. They said they couldn't stop eating. And my thing is, and we were discussing this earlier, what the hell court really allows stupid stuff like this with all the serious cases out there? You choose to send something like this to court? Really?
It's taking up
Maybe
too much
some good
time.
lawyers. Good law team there.
Man, to be that
And
I think
lawyer.
it's brilliant. I wish I could think of one that good.
I bet you could.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I
God.
don't know where I would start. I mean, like the hot coffee thing's been done now.
Just
the
start
food
by
being
going.
too good is done now. And now the whole eating meat during Lent thing's done. I'm like, I feel like I'm running out of opportunity here.
But what else could they possibly
Maybe
sue for?
something. Like if
Exactly.
you can't eat gluten, but you're eating the buns and you get stomach issues, and it's McDonald's fault.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well,
Maybe.
hold on. You can sue because your cholesterol level is high because you've eaten at McDonald's so many times. That's one.
Their soda, their Coke is like the best.
I feel like people here watching this show, streaming this show, are the low common denominator of people out there that should be able to help us think of a really bad
Absolutely.
lawsuit.
Yeah, what he said.
Listen, I have my share of lawsuits. Trust me. Oh, you call Scott Steiner in to be the judge? That's going to be entertaining as all hell.
I will say it was funny. Scott Steiner, side note here, he was at the Galaxy Raleigh show that my company held a couple weeks ago, and he was supposed to have a 45-minute panel. Him, Rick Steiner, and Lex Luger. And the host, as he's bringing him out, Scott Steiner like whispers in his ear, "How long is this panel?" Host goes, 45 minutes. Goes, "Nope, we're done after 30." And the host wasn't going to be the guy to mess with Scott Steiner, which Lindsay, let me tell you, is Bobby Lashley with a bad attitude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
So the host cut the panel after 30 minutes.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Suing McDonald's because they got the wrong toy. See, now people are thinking.
Yes.
People are thinking here. I like
Absolutely.
this.
Sebastian,
here.
that's good. That is good.
Yeah.
McDonald's has the best Coke.
They
Maybe we can
do.
something with that.
I bet
They
we
do.
could.
Lindsay, I agree with you.
My
on that.
teeth
They do.
rotted out because I drank their Coke because it was too good. Like that. I got you.
You're onto something.
Mhm.
See, wheels
I mean,
are
they should
turning.
at least pay for my veneers or something.
Give us a couple months. This show's production level is going to be so much higher because of the lawsuit and us swimming in Uncle
Yeah.
Scrooge like coins, in that vault
Yeah.
of riches.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually, I could see Dvon actually doing that.
Yeah.
If he actually could have physical money to jump into, he would.
Roll around in.
Yeah.
If I could roll around it, wipe my ass with it, absolutely. Wipe my. We ran out of toilet paper.
Wouldn't
Don't worry.
surprise
I got a couple of $100 bills. Hold on 1 second.
This one's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a very good one.
Yeah. See, now we're thinking, and I think we should
that.
all collectively go in on this.
I think so.
Yeah.
That was
Very
actually good.
We're the true podcast that really gives back to the listeners.
We do. We care.
Thanks to the court system, right there. All right, so I think it's brilliant. I like the lawsuit thing. I think it's brilliant. I mean, obviously it's absurd, but I like it anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. It's absurd. But again, with COVID slowing everything down, and so many cases are trying to get resolved and can't, and it's so backed up. So for the court system, wherever they filed this, to actually let this go through, it's the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever heard.
Hopefully they keep pushing it back.
Now, this one, actually, it's not here in the States. It's a woman in Russia.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they're not slowing us down this time.
No.
Yeah.
Not this time.
Although you're right. There is a lot of backup in many layers of this system. I'm waiting for my turn to be able to possibly move forward with something.
Wait,
So I
hold-
get it, but what? You got questions, Dvon.
Well, yeah, you just said the lady. It was a lady in Russia. Was this
Yeah.
for the McDonald's thing?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, hell, if I was Putin, I'd just send it to Siberia.
Well, thank you,
Send it to
Adam. We appreciate it.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Stay a while.
There was one time, I think I was 20. I was living in Cleveland, Ohio. I just moved on my own for the first time, and I was in a 3-car fender bender, and I was the third car. So, of course, the responsibility was put on me. And then a couple months later, I'm told that I'm having a lawsuit filed against me. The woman in the first car trying to say that her mom got injured, blah, blah, blah. But then amongst the items in the lawsuit is that this car accident that I caused somehow caused her to lose her sex drive.
How could you do that to somebody?
You know, she's like in her 50s. Unlike Dvon, not everybody in their 50s is still, pounding away.
Weird.
Oh, no. I'm still pounding.
I would like some more wine, please. Anyway.
You're going to need it because the longer we go without Lashley, the worse this is going to get. So
yes, it is.
I didn't prepare myself for today.
And
that's for
ladies
sure.
and gentlemen, unfortunately, Bobby will not be able to make it because of technical difficulties and personal issues on the outside. But he does apologize and says he will be here next week. So for those of you that are waiting for Bobby, we're deeply sorry. But some of these things happen.
Stick around. Watch the rest of the show. We'll be back.
These things
Lashley's
happen.
not here. I'm out. Sorry.
Yes,
did that just happen?
yes,
Okay,
he's not coming back.
Okay,
You ever
that's fine.
you ever see Genie? When he go. That's
Yep.
what I did.
You did that. Okay,
I did that. I made him disappear.
I like that. You can make people disappear, huh?
Just make him go.
It's normal. It's normal.
And now I have to
wait a
come
minute.
back just in spite of him saying that.
Spoke too soon. Damn
Yep.
it. Damn it.
Oh,
He wants to be the mafia, but he is not.
I haven't did my stroke yet with that, but it's coming. But you're not the first one I would take out though, trust me. My second ex-wife, she's gone. Done. Forget
you
it.
probably shouldn't admit that, right? Or is that
Okay,
is that
she
okay?
goes
No.
away,
Yeah.
No. I didn't say I'd take her out. I said she
Oh
was
no, you didn't.
disappeared.
No, you didn't. I was just assuming. My bad. Won't happen again. I got
Yeah,
Disappeared.
no,
Gone.
you're right,
Just
Lindsay. And if something happens now, we are accomplices to this. So,
Dang it.
yeah.
Thanks a
You
lot.
and, you and everybody else on this
Yep.
listening to the show. Yeah, we heard Dvon, and I'm just suing for $1 million. So
That's a good idea. Anybody wants to let me in on that? Let's talk.
Me too.
I just want that get rich quickly scheme.
That's
I'm just
all I'm
looking
looking
for
for.
that outlet to get rich so I could just be like,
That's all I want to.
listen, I
Seem to be able to live.
I played the lottery because I'm hoping that I will win. I'm hoping I will win and be lucky. So I told a couple of people at work, I said, listen, if I win, I'm giving you guys $1 million each. There's about 10 of them. So I said, I'm giving you about $1 million each.
that's a fair request. Why
I
not?
might have a couple too. That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
Devon's
love
hit
it.
service. Yeah.
Okay.
We need to get Devon's second ex-wife on the show.
No, we don't either.
Actually, I'm kind
No,
of
we
terrified. So might be
What
sick
No,
that
about
we
day.
don't.
what about a
No, we
special
don't.
edition of your first wife, your second wife, and your current wife all on the same
Well,
show? What do you
I
think?
tell you what, the first wife and the second wife and the third wife will probably berate the second.
Okay, then you're all in.
Oh yeah, because I mean, my first wife, I go on record saying she was a very good lady, but I messed up and whatever, and we both had our faults in it, and we had to go our separate ways. The second one should have never happened, never. And then now the third one I'm good with, and I ain't got to worry about, because I was told it'd be till death do us part.
So you're done.
And
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hold on. Should I be worried? Because at that time, her father just bought her a gun, and she was cleaning it at the time she said that. So I should be worried.
No.
And
no,
Mo
you're fine.
and Mo made a comment on her Facebook talking about, "Damn, Dvon, I feel bad for you now."
What? I would never instigate like that. I mean,
Would you like me to? I'm about to say, would you like me to pull it up? I'm like that son of a bitch.
Good job.
I don't know how much has she been talking to Rikishi lately? Because if she's been increasing the amount of her Rikishi conversation, then you should work out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I told her, I was like, listen, I'll give you the stink face. I can wear the thong.
Loss of sex
Oh,
drive.
were you?
Wait, what was he sued for?
Loss of sex drive.
Oh, yeah. Didn't he
Bubba
was sued for a loss of sex drive? Wait, she sued or she
myself-
was sued?
Was sued.
Yeah, myself, Bubba, and ECW went through a lawsuit because there was a disc jockey in Buffalo, and he wanted to be a part
Disc
of the
jockeys.
and he wanted to be a part of the show. And so we said,
Don't
okay,
we all?
fine. So we told him what to do and this and that and blah, blah, blah. So when we come out, Bubba scared the hell out of him. I think he pissed on himself for real. And it was part of the script where, Bubba pretty much said, I'll grab you, push you a couple of times and blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, that's great. I love it. Love it. Can you body slam me? Bubba said, no, we're not doing that. We'll just push you, maybe mush you. And that's about it. He was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And we did it. Brother got so scared, he ran out the arena to the van, and they left the arena, never came back. Next thing you know, we're being told by Paul E., hey, Dudleys, you got to go to Buffalo. Why? You're being sued. We get there, and the guy has his wife sitting there, and got his lawyer, the judge, and he's like, yeah, I don't have a sex drive. I can't make love to my wife anymore, because the Dudleys hurt me.
Like, so real people do that?
Yes, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, is he serious right now? He was very serious. Needless to say, he got no money. The judge threw it out, but just the fact that I had to go through that, Bubba and I and Paul Lee, was just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's.
I was waiting for you to say something along the lines of, so Bubba and I took care of his wife for her. Hey,
Yeah. So I'm the only one that hasn't been sued for that?
Yes. And think of it as a blessing. Trust me.
Dean's got a great idea here. Next lawsuit, going to sue Adidas for not making her run faster.
Oh, let's see. Always thinking. We're going to make money. We're going to make money.
This is great.
You know what? That might happen. I can see somebody suing for stuff like that. It doesn't make me faster. It doesn't make me taller.
Are those like shoes that don't make me jump higher? Yeah. Are those like pump shoes? So you got to like pump the air in it.
Oh yeah, I love those.
I never made me jump higher or faster.
I never had those.
I never had them, but my friends
never had those.
What do you just start pumping your friends' shoes?
Yeah. Hey, come here.
I ain't gonna lie, Lindsay. I did the same thing, Lindsay. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I would go over there and pump their shoes. They'd be like, Dvon, get away from me. I'm like, why? I just want to play with your shoes.
I just want to play with their shoes.
I just want to play with your shoes. Like, why are you playing with his feet? I'm not playing with his feet. I'm playing with his shoes.
Sure.
Dvon, do you have a foot fetish?
Only the strong 12. Did I miss Lashley? Unfortunately, Lashley can't make it this week. We're going to reschedule him, get him back on as soon as possible. So save those questions for the champ. And
here's the deal. It's not. We don't know when. We will. He will be here next week.
Next week, then. Okay.
Next week, he definitely will be here. And again, he humbly apologized and said he was sorry. And like I told him, I said, things happen, and just don't worry about it. You just stay safe and do what you got to do out there. And we'll see you next week.
So, do you think it's Lindsay's fault that he's not here?
What?
Yes,
I mean,
Lindsay scared him.
Yeah, well, because we know that he was partying and drinking with all those women for a while, and then that was softening him up. MVP said, no, you got to focus on the goal, and we haven't seen him hanging out with any women since then.
I think he was scared because Lindsay, was going to stalk him.
I can see that.
He knew that. He knew Lindsay.
You said you weren't going to tell anybody.
I'm not. It's only between us.
I never said that.
It's the two of
Nobody
us.
watching is going to say anything. It's fine.
Yeah, there you go. Don't worry
I
about
don't
it. Just
believe that.
don't worry about it. Just keep drinking. It's okay.
It's fine. I will.
Now, to
I
what does
somewhere?
want to know, Lashley or Goldberg? I can't cheer Goldberg at all. I'm sorry. I don't know what your thoughts on Goldberg is, Dvon. I've never met him personally, but I didn't like him back in WCW. I don't like him now. Lashley all the way.
Well, again, I'm very good friends with Goldberg. I like him as an individual. Is there might be some skills might be lacking in terms of in the ring? Could be. I know some people feel that way. I did think that he brought excitement.
Oh,
The
sure.
streak that he had, there was no question about that. You did want to know who was next, and
Not me. Others did.
But I think the excitement of him with Hogan in the dome, I thought that was great.
No,
That
I mean,
was
he
great.
was definitely right place, right time. The WCW stuff was exciting. I can't get into his character now, and him, mid 50s, almost 60, pushing the young talent, crushing. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I
Well,
don't like
see,
when
this
you
is
old
what-
people steal the spotlight.
Oh.
Here's the deal. When you put the old people on
Oh.
TV, the old people create ratings.
Yeah, do they though?
Yeah, we do, and that's a proven fact.
What you do, of course.
Of course.
No,
No,
I would be
Goldberg-
curious. You
Goldberg
should get
gets his
Goldberg on the
ratings.
show sometime. I would like to see what he's like outside of his wrestling persona.
He's a really cool, down to earth guy. He really is.
All right. Well, here's a question for you. Who's your favorite wrestler that you faced in your career? Sorry, Lindsay. This one's directed to Dvon and Dvon only.
Mine. Oh, fine. Okay. I won't answer.
Wow. Well, I think as a big fan and someone who I was very happy to be in the ring with, because if you'd have told me 30 years ago that I'd have been in the ring with this individual, I would have said you're lying. And that's Sting.
Okay.
It was Sting in TNA. I had a singles match with him. It went great. Unfortunately, I busted him open by mistake. Every time I see him, I apologize for it. He goes, Dvon, stop apologizing to me. I go, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bust you open. Because he had me up on the outside of the ring. He was about to body slam me, and I got down and pushed him. And when I pushed him, I think I pushed him a little too hard. He went into the ring post and sliced his eye open.
Wow.
He comes. Wait a minute. Here's the funny part. He comes back. He falls to the ground. I'm thinking he's selling, and then all of a sudden I see all of this red. I go, "Oh my god!" So
Oh no.
So wait a minute. So I got to move back to this. So I grab him and I pick him up like he's on his knees. I pick him. I go, "Don't move, don't move." I'm taking my shirt and trying to rub the blood so nobody sees it. And the referee looked at me and goes, Dvon, he's split open. He's like, it's a huge
It's
gash. It's not going to stop bleeding until he gets stitches. I went, oh, God, I'm so dead. And then, of course, my idol, someone who I grew up in, the reason why I broke into the business was Hogan. When we did the whole Aces and Eights thing, and then it was revealed that I was part of Aces and Eights after leaving, it shocked everybody in TNA, including some of the office people, because they didn't know I was coming back. And to be able to have that moment with Hogan, that was special.
That's awesome.
That's
That was
cool.
special.
Now, Lindsay, can you imagine Dvon being in the ring and splitting open this guy? Like, that's just. Can you believe that Dvon would be so violent to do that?
That's
Oh,
really.
God.
I cannot believe you. God, why
I
would you do that?
Look, I didn't mean to. It was such
How
by accident
dare.
because the adrenaline was going through
I'm
my body.
embarrassed for you.
People were booing me. So when he had me on his
No,
shoulders and I
no.
knew I had to push him, I tried to make it look like I tried to fake push him. And I guess the adrenaline made my arm just go bang. And he hit
Fake
the
push
thing.
was real. Oh, Sting.
Not
Sorry,
that
bud.
Sting. WCW's version of Sting.
I figured that.
Just in case she was confused,
I wasn't, but that's cute.
Trust me, the Sting I'm talking about is not singing Roxanne. You don't have to
I don't
put
see
on
that
your
guy. It's
red
ever
light.
being a wrestler. I don't think he would want to do that.
Phil Collins did a music video with the Ultimate Warrior, so I mean, you
Oh,
never know.
I guess
Yeah.
anything can happen.
I was on YouTube, and you know how sometimes the video that you click on, if you go down and scroll down, you see other videos that might, associated. I had no idea that Hulk Hogan was on the Love Boat. I had no idea he did the Love Boat. I had no idea. No idea.
All right. Well,
And of course,
this is a related question for Dvon here. I'm going to assume the first part is no, but I like the second part, and you just kind of brought this up here. Have you watched The Suicide Squad? Of course, John Cena's in it. If you were an actor, Dvon, what movie role would you like to be a part of?
I would love to do, because my character is based on the Rocky 3 series, Mr. T. I would love to do. I'm such a huge fan of the Rocky series. I would love for Sylvester Stallone to make another Rocky. And I don't know if I'd be against Sylvester, because he's a lot older now, and so am I. So I don't know. I would love the opportunity to be able to do something like that in Rocky 3.
Have you
Not
seen
Rocky
the Creed
3, but
movies?
Rocky 24. Yes, I have.
I say, because they're still going strong with those, so maybe you could be in them.
But is it the same as Rocky? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good. No, don't. Before you say anything, it's good. I love the Creed series. I love the second version of Rocky, the Creed series. But Boogie Nights too. What the hell?
Oh my god!
I love the Creed series, but I'm just such a huge fan of the Rocky series, because again, my character, Mr. T, and Rocky 1 was great. Rocky 2. Of course, Rocky 3 was phenomenal. Rocky 4, I love too, with Apollo dying at the hands of Dolph Lundgren, Drago. But other than that, I mean, I would have loved to have been in those series. Man, that'd have been great. Bubba used to make fun of me all the time, because I'd have my DVD player with the Rocky 3 disc in it, and he goes, Dvon, you're watching this damn show like you're seeing it for the first time. And like in the fight scenes, I'm like, doing this, and like, come on. And he's like, what the hell is wrong with you? I was like, I'm into the movie. He goes, you've seen it 1,000 times. You know what's coming. I've heard you recite the line word for word. But that's the way I am with movies like that I enjoy. I can watch them over and over again.
So, but not the Creed movies. The Creed movies can kiss your ass.
No,
right?
no, not at all. I like the Creed movies too. I just said I'm just a huge mark for the Rocky ones. I like the Creed ones. The Creed ones were very, very good. And sometimes you and I both know that sometimes when you make a series as good as the Rocky series, and then you go to create something a little bit different than the original Rocky, it never goes right. But Sylvester Stallone did a good job. Did a great job, actually.
All right, so I gotta share something here. I gotta do this, because this is what I imagine from Dvon. This is Dvon watching. Share the screen. Okay, come on. There it is. That's Dvon.
Oh, that's precious.
That's Dvon watching the Rocky movies.
That's me now.
Oh.
And I'm wearing a diaper.
Look, there he goes. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you are.
All right. That's all.
Adorable.
Any more than that, then YouTube will probably yell at us. So yeah, that's what I imagine you in the car doing all that stuff.
Oh, listen, I'm the craziest person driving in a car, enjoying music and everything. I'm singing to myself, especially with Michael Jackson songs. I'm especially when I'm driving, which is very dangerous, because I'll Billie Jean, and I'll do all of that. Try to take my leg off the accelerator, and tell her, like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I'm getting down.
You only drove us once when we were down your way for the week we were down there, and you behaved yourself quite well.
Yes, I did, because remember the music wasn't on.
Yeah, it was pretty low.
Yeah, I don't know if it was.
Yeah, well,
I don't remember.
You guys need to hurry up and get back down here. We
We're
had
trying.
so much fun.
We're trying, that's for sure. Of
I don't know.
course.
Florida's like kind of COVID-y right now, though, right?
Well, shit, it's everywhere right now. It's not just Florida.
I know.
You sound like my mother, Lindsay.
COVID-y?
She said to me, she goes,
You
I
mean
don't know
your
about
sister?
coming. No, she sounds like my mother, because my mother's like, Dvon, I don't know about coming down there. I was like, why? She was like, because y'all acting crazy down there. I said, what do you mean? Nobody's wearing masks and everything. I said, And you don't think Jersey and New York is the same way? No, but
Actually,
we're not.
no.
She's like, we're not crazy like you guys. I'm like, no, you guys are just as crazy as we are. I was
Yeah.
like, it's not just Florida, it's everywhere.
No.
This is happening.
Especially the South, where I'm in a very
Well,
anti-mask place.
Here's
Don't
the
you
deal.
talk bad about Florida. Kids start crying.
I'm sorry. Listen, no, I love Florida. I'm from there. I love
Well,
it.
I do know that I just heard and got a text message that Stamford, Connecticut, is now, I guess they're putting the mask back on. It's a mandate now. So certain states are doing it now all over
Yeah.
again. I mean, I understand the gripe from people not want to put the mask on and go back. They want some type of normalcy. But at the same token, if the mask helps us to stop spreading this thing, let's just do it for once and for all. I mean, it just seems like every time we get a grip on it, something new comes out, another strand comes out.
And
And now we're dealing with this Delta thing.
that's very typical of a virus. So it's going to keep happening.
I like the thing with Eddie Murphy when he was talking about sexual diseases. And he said, he goes, what happens when you go to the doctor and you go, Doc, can I talk to you for a second? He goes, yeah. He goes, what happens when fire starts shooting at your dick? He goes, so you mean to tell me you're having a burning sensation when you urinate? No, Doc. Fire shooting on my stuff. He's like, I can't even go to the bathroom in my own house, and I burn the house down. I was outside my house taking a leak. A guy asked me for directions. I turned around and burned him up in the street. Fire shooting on my dick, Doc. I mean, it's right though. Diseases, everything comes back new and improved.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like herpes.
That's why there's a new flu vaccine every year.
Yeah, herpes stay with you like luggage now.
Oh, tell me
Back
about
in
it.
my day, herpes went away after a couple of years. Not now.
Syphilis, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Now, you're right about the Rona, COVID being everywhere. It's spiking a whole bunch of places. But Florida is its own level of crazy, though. It really is.
And I agree with you guys 100%. This is why I love living here. We can
Fit right in. Fit right in.
Fit right in.
I love,
Hey,
Even the gator.
as a former radio guy, a great place of show prep to be able to get news, serious news, sports news, off the wall news is a fark.com. It's a website, fark.com, FARK.com. It's like a aggregate with a sense of humor of collectives, all of these news. Anyway, there is a humor tab. There is a Fox News tab. There's all these tabs. And then Florida. Florida is the only state that has its own tab because the crazy stories can only come from Florida.
That's so sweet.
there was a guy, Shawshank Redemption, the movie. Have you seen it?
I mean, I have.
Okay.
We already know the answer to that one.
Yeah, Lindsay hasn't seen it, but I think you guys asked me.
Actually, I think I have. I don't remember though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, me and Taylor went to a family reunion in Ohio, where she's from, and we actually visit the prison. It's now like a museum and everything, and it was great. I loved it. It really was. And oh God, I forgot what I was saying. We went to Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption, Florida, herpes. I don't know where you're
Florida.
going.
Yeah, I got it. So this guy, the guy who actually the main character of the movie, I forgot his name, but the real character, the real guy, actually lived in Florida. When he escaped, he went to Mexico, did what he did, but he came back and lived in Florida. He lived in Brevard County, where I am. So go figure. And here's the great thing.
Something you want to tell us?
Well, he got caught. And the judge threw it out because they said the case was over 40 years ago, so it doesn't matter. Now, remind you, this was a guy that went there, that went to jail for apparently killing his wife and his wife's lover. So, and I guess the son of the man that was killed was like, just let him go. Don't worry about it. Forget about it. I was like, damn. I was like, I don't know if I could be that grateful. I don't know if I could be that nice.
And an unrelated note, Dvon made a new friend recently, just moved to the neighborhood, used to kill people, but no.
He's turned a new leaf. It's fine.
Yeah.
But it's true what you say. All the crazies moved to Florida.
That's true. Speaking of crazy, what does Lindsay really have in that cup?
I don't know who Lindsay is. I'm sorry.
Wow.
And it's a clear liquid that it's a little bit alcoholic. Actually, it's a wine that is lower in alcohol for older people like me.
Damn, Lindsay, I should be over there at your house right now with that bottle. Oh God.
It's not that great, actually.
And you know what? When you stayed here, I was shocked, Mo, because when she stayed here, you really didn't drink that much.
I really don't. I'm not a drinker. I know, it's hard to believe.
I was trying to pressure. I was like, come on, I can open up a new bottle.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of peer pressure.
There was so much
Yeah,
pressure.
nothing.
I was really uncomfortable, but no, I stayed strong.
No, you got her high though, so I mean that works.
Yeah. Well,
Was that what
my goal.
happened? I mean,
She doesn't remember anything. So
I don't need alcohol if I. Come on. That's fine.
Hey, those gummies were great.
What gummies?
Exactly.
That's fun. No, it was very fun.
Chop up,
And,
put them in your food.
Oh, that's why I had such a good time, and I don't remember much.
Exactly.
But it was nice. It was fun. I was real relaxed.
Good.
the way it should be.
Absolutely.
Now, do we want to plan another trip down there, or do we just want to keep, brushing it off, and when it happens, it happens?
No, come on.
Do we want to plan, or do we want to procrastinate?
No, don't procrastinate. Come
I mean,
out.
I
Let's
am
do
a
this.
procrastinator by nature, but I would like to kind of
Dvon,
think
what are
about
you?
maybe planning.
Are you a planner or a procrastinator, Dvon?
I'm a little of both.
Okay, but if you had to pick one, I would feel probably procrastinator for you because you won't answer the question directly.
Or those text messages.
I do answer the text messages. A lot of times I don't have my phone on me, surprisingly.
Like 2 days later. So we're not even talking about that anymore. We don't care.
Let me tell you an amazing story that is both embarrassing for me and for Dvon. So before I
My
got the new
favorite kind of
phone
story.
recently, I had a problem where my screen, I got it fixed. They put the wrong screen back on, so the screen wouldn't always turn on when it needed to. So if I was talking to Dvon on the phone, I couldn't actually hang up the conversation, and I would have to like yell at Dvon, like Dvon, hang up, Dvon. I would have to yell, and there was like one time that for like 25 minutes he left his phone across the room, and I can't end the phone conversation.
Oh my gosh.
I remember that. I remember.
Did you hear
hearing
anything good?
He was talking wrestling with somebody. A friend came over. He was talking wrestling. I don't remember what, but like eventually, like he came back and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did I butt dial you?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Well, I was in the toilet taking a crap, and then I happened to look down at the phone and saw you were still on it.
Oh, you shared
actually
some
did-
intimate moments.
It actually didn't happen just once. It actually happened a few times. Where one time I'm like, Dvon, I'm going to tell you right away. I need you to hang up when we end this conversation.
Yeah, like he always tells me now when I call him, make sure you hang up the phone.
It's like burned and you're always just hang up.
Well, the reason I have the question at the bottom of the screen here is because, Dvon, I think you'll like hearing this. If you're a planner, you're less stressed, and you typically make more money on a monthly basis. And so Dvon's like, "Yep, I got to plan things out now."
That's what I've been doing wrong. Okay, I just been going with the flow.
Yeah, he's just going with the flow, and that's the problem. Like, you have all these ideas, but we never follow through with them. I think we need to follow through.
Yeah.
Well, dude, listen, it's not my schedule, it's your schedule. You let me know when you guys want to come back down.
Why is it on
just
us?
for that. Okay. I was just talking
okay.
like every single day.
Yeah.
We make plans
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
Listen, I got an extra bedroom now, so heck. But wait, hold
You
on,
didn't we didn't when we were there. What?
No, but we got it now. Trust me. But but I gotta. But Remy can sleep with Amaya. She can share a room with Amaya.
You just want me to bring her so you'll have a babysitter.
that's planning. See,
You are
being
planning.
smart.
Look at
That's
you.
good.
I'm smart.
Okay.
There you go.
Being
It's a good
sneaky about
plan.
it, but sneaky planning. I guess that's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time if I talk to Lindsay on the phone and her daughter's around, I'm like, tell Remy I said hi. I'm just trying to get her up. Tell her I said hi.
He went to hi, and she's like, huh.
Yeah.
And then she's like, who?
And then he also, Dvon used to always send hellos to your mom.
You know, my mom's in Florida right now. She's in Florida, and you haven't even reached
And you have
out
an
to
extra
her.
room.
Yeah. I mean, do you even care anymore? Like,
Oh, I do.
okay. She feels kind of confused.
Listen,
You gave her all this attention, and now it's gone.
Don't worry, I'll give it back to her, but you better behave yourself because if things work out, you know, I'm sending to your room with no breakfast, no dinner, no lunch, no wine.
Okay, well, you know what?
Now
I
that's
think
too far.
she actually is in a better place right now and doesn't need you.
Yeah, she
Whoa.
does. Yes, she does.
I don't know.
Wow. Things got real here real quickly.
Actually.
Listen,
Yeah,
I
don't
told
talk
you.
about my mom.
You don't have to call me daddy. Just say dad.
Oh my God. I'm running away. I'm leaving
Dvon
home.
daddy.
Thank you.
Although that could be a good gimmick. That could be a new one for you. You come out,
What's that?
since so many of the WWE superstars call you dad or pops or whatever, you know, maybe you know, Daddy Dudley, Dvon Daddy, something
Go
like
to
that.
your room.
That's your gimmick. Is like, yeah. Did you eat your vegetables today?
That'd be
No.
fantastic.
Damn.
Yeah, there you go.
I kind of like it. I think
You're like, get
you
the
don't even need to be a
laundry.
wrestler for it. You just get to be an on-screen character. That's just, you know, you wash
Mm-hmm.
Corey Graves' mouth out with soap. I mean, there's a lot of potential here.
That's amazing. You make him like get the laundry, pick up.
Yeah, I love him. No, I like Corey. I like Corey. Corey's cool.
I know, but it's a character. I mean, that's the thing. Is you just do it for entertainment, and then I have video proof that I thought of the idea. So when I sue you later in life for not sharing the money,
Mo, are you a planner?
I'm planning.
That's so good. All right.
I'm gonna be like in Rocky 5. For what? I'm broke. I don't have anything.
You're Baron Corbin, the Baron Corbin of table talk.
Absolutely. I spent all my money in bad investments. Okay. One was my second. Right. One was my second wife.
Oh, of course.
She can't get a break on this show.
No, she can't. And then your current wife wants it desperately to be on the show. Can't get a break either.
I know.
No, because she might let out some secrets. No.
I mean, Taylor's like my buddy.
I know.
You know, and then you're like, won't let her, and it's just like.
There's no way I'm letting you two gang up on me because Mo wouldn't help me. I'd be by myself.
We wouldn't gang up.
It depends. We did have one phone conversation where I defended you.
Mo would defend me to a certain degree, but then Mo would jump ship and go right to the other side, leave me hanging. Listen, when you were down here, both of you got on me.
Who?
You and Taylor.
Me? Mo and Taylor or me and Taylor? I don't remember that.
You and Taylor.
Me? I don't remember that. I don't think that was true.
Yeah, and I just go with who has the best offer.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, it's not really on anyone's side. It's just out for himself.
Yeah, I'm a planner.
Yeah. Selfish planner.
Are you sure you want us to come back down there sometime, Dvon? It's starting to sound like maybe you don't want this.
No, I do. I'm gonna put something in Lindsay's drink so when she wakes up, she's gonna be tied to that stake, like I said, put outside. I'm gonna make sure that I run some honey from your big toe down to the lake. And I'm gonna wait for Charlie. I'm gonna wait for Charlie to come visit you.
We didn't see Charlie.
I know Charlie wasn't there though when you guys were here.
Yeah.
And for those of you that don't know, I have an alligator in my backyard, and he shows up sometimes. Sometimes he doesn't.
He didn't show up when we were there.
He was scared of Lindsay. He thought Lindsay was gonna stalk him, so he never showed up.
So he shows up sometimes, doesn't show up other times.
He shows up. He showed up.
Kind of sounds like Dvon Dudley on a podcast.
I show up every time.
Maybe. Well, yeah. On time is probably the better argument.
Yeah.
I was only 2 minutes late today.
No,
and
you were.
And I was on time for the pre-show.
I know. You feeling all right?
No, it's hot out here in Florida.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's like 95 degrees. Taylor goes, it's got to be hotter than that. I go, add the humidity.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it feels that way.
You poor thing, you. Yeah.
Well, it was in your pool. You have a pool.
Listen,
I don't have a pool.
Talia, I was going to jump into it later, but the guy put so much chlorine in it. We've had so much rain that it started turning the pool with algae. So we have to wait now like 24 hours for the chlorine to set in and do its work.
All right.
How do you live such a rough life?
I know.
It's rough.
I can see it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay. He
Feel bad
planned
for you.
for it. He planned for it.
listen,
You
It's fine.
planned for this bad life.
Listen, if you think about it, if you two moved in, think about it.
Wait, now we're moving in?
Let
Yeah,
him
move in.
finish. Let him finish.
300
No rent.
300
I'm listening.
No, I was going to say $300 a month would cover your expenses, would cover everything. You get a car, you
Everything.
get food, food, electric, water. You get to take showers whenever you want. You get to borrow the extra car. I mean, that's a deal breaker for me.
Now, 300's not bad.
That really isn't. And we get a car.
Mhm.
I have a lot of collectibles, though. Do I have room to display them?
You can put them in the guest room.
Can I bring all
Cool.
of my pets?
No.
You shouldn't call your daughter that. That's just rude.
Sorry.